My brothers and sisters in Islam, when Sa'ad radiallahu anh stood before the leader of the greatest empire in history, Rustum asked Sa'ad to send someone to negotiate with him before the battle began. So Sa'ad sends a man called Rib'i ibn Amir. So Rib'i ibn Amir, he goes to meet the leader of the greatest empire at that time in history. As he enters his palace, his sword was in his hand, and he sees along his path to the throne that there were some golden vessels on the right and there were some silver ones on the left. And he looks at them, and then he takes his sword out and he starts to smash those vessels in front of the leader of the empire, breaking them to the right and the left. So Rustum, he watches him, and his soldiers rush to stop Rib'i ibn Amir. But Rustum tells them, leave him alone. Rib'i ibn Amir then stands before Rustum, the leader of the greatest empire in history at the time, and he asks him, Ya Rib'i, ma alladhi ja'a bikum? What brings you here? Why are you here? You wish to face the greatest and the most powerful empire in history with just a few thousand men? What brings you here? Rib'i ibn Amir looks at him and he replies to him. He says, Ji'na li naftaha ad-dunya. We have come to conquer the entire world. Allah Azza wa Jal has sent us to bring the people out from the worship of other servants to the worship of the Lord of the servants. From the injustice of religions to the justice of Al-Islam. And from the narrowness of this dunya to the vastness of this dunya and the hereafter. Rustum laughs at him and he responds and he says, you came to conquer this world with this broken sword of yours and this ragged torn clothes of yours and this frail horse that you came upon. Because when Rib'i came, his clothes were torn and his horse was very weak, and yet he stood before the greatest empire in history and he says, Ji'na li naftaha ad-dunya, that we have come to conquer the entire world. It is as if Rib'i ibn Amir is Gaza today, standing with torn clothing, simple weapons, and the feeling of betrayal wrapped around its neck. It is as if Gaza is standing before the greatest empire in the Middle East today saying, Ji'na li naftaha ad-dunya. We came to conquer the entire world. We came to restore dignity. We came to bring the Prophet ﷺ's journey, Al-Isra wal-Mi'raj, back to the Ummah of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We came to drive away this evil.